Another Istik. You're lucky we didn't catch you outside, or you'd be in with the captain right now.
The captain has little patience for your kind. You'd better not waste her time.
Ugh. Blood? Rust? Squall? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this. Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly. On your way, then.
Blacket's will be done.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this peacefully will with your prize This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place. As hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like anything you've seen before. This Githyanki looks different from the others you've seen here. The way her stark white skin stretches over her sharp features gives her a distinctly otherworldly aspect.
The air is ripe with magic.
This imposing
Vlaakith has.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Can't give up now.
On second thoughts, perhaps an inquisitivistic would make a good practice dummy.
expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Is Sticker permitted to view the birthing pools now? These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them. Amusing. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning.
You can tell Kithrak Therazin that my position has not changed. The egg requires more time. Furthermore... Oh. I was not expecting an Istik. What brings you to my hatchery?
Failure at the first hurdle of existence. Most caretakers would crush it and be done.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance. But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness. It's the voice of a man who's fought the inevitable for a long time.
Not all that arrive late are weak. I created this entire hatchery, despite being the last of my clutch to hatch. They almost drowned me in the hatching pool, if it wasn't for the Varsh of my clutch. This one deserves the same chance. You? What do you know about Githyanki child rearing? Still, the captain's due for an inspection any day now. And if she sees it here... Tell me, what will you do with it if I entrust it to you? That's what I feared. Still, I'm sure its nature will pervade, even if raised among lesser species. I can no longer ignore that Kithrak Therazin's patience has its limits. Very well. Here. Take these. They will aid your approach to the egg.
with an uneven shell. You can see a vague outline of something within it. The egg is warm to the touch, the rough shell like slate beneath your fingers. Whatever is within is stirring ever so slightly.
You've caught the egg, haven't you? Be on your way then, before I change my mind.
This place is enlightening. My own Creche, Creche, is remote and sunless, cloaked in the silence of wild space. My Savage would find this one altogether too genial. Kaleer's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less, though I've learned of Creches that harbored 100. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process. A favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Go on then. Mark my words, you might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers.
Look, I don't have time to talk to you, Istik. This place isn't going to clean itself.
Your actions have drawn the...
What do I have to lose?
I've not met Istik before. Do you all look like that?
Istik, are you supposed to be here? Maybe I should report you to the Savage.
If I'm seen speaking with an Istik, Captain Therazin will never let me join the patrol.
That they let outsiders into the Creche sets a bad precedent.
This Creche's bunks look entirely too soft for my liking.
What business have you in a Creche dormitory, Istik? Move along!
Gustel Stornagos employs some intensive methods for a healer.
Are you here to learn from our Savage? He's so powerful and wise. No wonder Vlaakith put such faith in him.
We're not skiving. We're just waiting for our lesson to start.
Has already addled your brain.
Are you here to see the Savage? He's over there, but he's in a bad mood. Stop distracting me, Istik. I'm missing the lesson.
Kachoki! We are training to fight Gake. You think they will hesitate?
They won't need to if we keep killing each other for them. It's stupid. Orphe...
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark?
I've been practicing every night, Savage. Let me have a go.
I refuse. There has to be a better way.
You dropped your guard on your weak side and were completely open to an offhand counter. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already. You are well on your way to being gate food. Do better! Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation!
Oh, action, not reaction.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Weak-minded, sycophantic, cruel. Everything I tried not to be. Tired of killing Orpheus. Better way. Lost prince, son of Gith, forbidden. Refused to kill. Punishment is death. The believer in the true prince.
The spell's power wanes.
Mercy is death, death is mercy. This is Blackith's will.
I've got a long road ahead.
Did you enjoy our little demonstration? A mere taste of the power Vlaakith commands. My students earn the most silver swords of any Creche under Vlaakith's command. Their potential may not be apparent to your untrained eye, but my methods never fail to extract it. It is up to them to deliver on this potential. They know the punishment if they fail. Mercy is death, death is mercy. This is Blackith's will. Quicker! The gate would have smeared you across the floor by now. Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation! Mercy is death, death is mercy. This is Blackith's will. Quicker! A gate would have smeared you across the floor by now.
Unless you want to be set up as target practice, I suggest you leave, Istik.
Mercy is death, death is mercy.
We must scout the Creche. The Purifier, the safest, will be in the infirmary. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Of course. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
How can I help?
So, that's what people mean when they talk about but very serious of you. But go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. I think that unknowable powers... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a Lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. I'm more than a bit wary, I admit. Still, I am the Frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Oakfather's blessings to you. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Perhaps, but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Everything in your mind has been destroyed from what I gathered. And from the path I see you on, you are doing well at picking up the pieces. I am here to be your ear as you bear your burdens, and the arms that protect you if you can shoulder them no more. I believe you when you tell me that your symptoms do not wholly align with the makings of the parasite. But until we remove it, I doubt we will be able to isolate the rest of your troubles. The Oakfather must have blessed you to make it this far. Or another eye above. If I had my fleet of druids and a month of hard research, perhaps I could help. But I'm no savant. For now, I can only guarantee a cure for ceremorphosis.
Hey, you. Sad. I couldn't let myself feel sad in the Hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best just to keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step. Where would you start? All night, and then some. God, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine... it's getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. I'm sure we will. But, in case we don't, a bit of advice. You leave your left flank wide open. If I'm ever not around to cover it, you may find yourself on the wrong...
Food. Hungry.
want bite. Food. Eat more!
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily.
No! Run!
I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Jake would have smeared you across the floor by now.
An Istik allowed to soil our halls? Chicken.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
Shut those doors. This is not a public forum.
I'm not here. Speak to the captain. Let's see how well she handles this.
Assume nothing.
No time to rest?
Oh no. I hate wolves.
I didn't realize you were fighting with wolves, Shadowheart.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Once ate a dwarf, armor and all. Took me a whole 10 days to pass him.
If she keeps making me eat armor,
I'm going on a hunger strike.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
The corpse does not respond.
Still alive, so that's progress.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
You are well informed. My creche discovered the same. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us. I do not know. This hunt is the Inquisitor's folly, not mine. It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? Then stop wasting my time, Istik! You are one of the mercenaries we engaged, are you not? I have business to attend to. Return with the weapon, or do not return at all.
A map of the Sword Coast. My people have scouted well beyond the temple.
If you're not here to help...
Vlaakith's will be done.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil. Do you bring news of the weapon? You ask me? I would relish nothing more than burning the Gake threat from this rock. We know infected flock to Moonrise Tower. In response, they sent an Inquisitor Wargaz has the Queen's ear, so we have no choice but to follow him in this folly. It is small, angular, metal.
You sense Shadowheart.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? If you speak truth, the Inquisitor will reward you greatly. If you lie, well, Inquisitor Wargaz will ensure you do not bother me again. Go, down the hall. The Inquisitor awaits.
All right. What now? Don't give me trouble now.
Parasite. Vertical incision from pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the Istik with you speak, and I will decide what respect you're owed. Nothing your kind is capable of understanding. The better question is, what brings an Istik to my infirmary? And you expected charity from us? You are a unique specimen. All right. My curiosity is piqued. Tell me, how long has your friend been infected? I see you have some knowledge of the process. You'll be aware then that your friend is on borrowed time. Bring them here for purification. I will be waiting. Have you brought your friend? The specifics are complicated. It's not a comfortable process, but a necessary one. Is that so? Then of course, you'll be treated first. Lie down when you're ready. Even Githyanki rarely experiences atheist. You are very lucky, Istik.
The device is strange, made of taut flesh and pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's purity distilled. My duty. My right.
The device is an ingenious synthesis of illithid anatomy and metal alloys. It hums with psionic energy, hinting at paths into unknown minds and unseen planes.
Stand aside! My time has come. I will not. I gave you my might. You will respect my charge. Praise Vlaakith. Let it be done.
Sit, child. Let the Zaithisk end your suffering. You must focus on the parasite at all times. The Zaithisk will do the rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with Lae'zel's. The Zaithisk's psionic forces batter Lae'zel's thoughts. There is no chance she will survive this unscathed.
Yes, child. Speak the Talakit. Meditate on its verses.
You feel Lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
The cure! Vlaakith Mazathok Iskazeth!
You share in Lae'zel's agony. Every cell within her skull bursts into a constellation of fragments, sorted and reassembled. Lae'zel will die if she remains.
Yes, child. Jamar, Zala, Vlaakith, call to your queen!
My queen! Hear me!
That thing looks set to kill her!
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad specters of Githyanki past. This is their fate. This is their anguish. The pain is too great. The visions flicker, but refuse to come into focus.
Yes! Yes! Relieve me, Vlaakith! Lashikla! Lashikla! Lashikla!
Yes, child. Face her will.
Your marrow quakes within your bones. Behind the pain, a new sensation rises. Power.
Remove her!
The many planes of existence stretch before you, then coalesce. You are gifted. You are cursed.
Enough! Damn it all! The parasite! I still feel it! I am Githyanki! I will not be gay!
My life's work gone. And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
There's something in her voice that goes beyond rage. Curiosity, perhaps, or regret. Whatever it is, you cannot identify it.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power? Incredible. I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, the problem is resolved. Leave me. I must salvage what I can.
No! I followed the protocol! I must be cleansed!
Incredible. I followed protocol. I kept to my faith. Yet the Zaithisk might have killed me. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. There must be a Sharlak in this Creche. A traitor. The sort that is hunted, slaughtered, and erased from our histories. Few would dare dishonor their queen. Fewer still would be so brazen. Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zaithisk's tampering. Eager for battle.
still in control.
Just.
You've been caught mid-robbery. You're next. The accusation...
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
Assume nothing.
At least things have stayed interesting.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
You were seen stealing. Resolving this piece, the accusation... You've been caught mid-robber. Nothing you carry can...
Go on. My time is vital. Do not squander it.
So, the Githyanki have no cure for our condition. Unless you count death as a cure. I won't pretend to be surprised.
Not the resounding success we were hoping for. Still, the price of ambition is occasionally catastrophic failure. At least our skulls remain intact.
To the Inquisitor at the Creche. The Zaithisk's failure must be reported.
Finish your business here and leave.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the Creche.
Do as I do. The Inquisitor shall tolerate only the utmost respect.
Do you think this Inquisitor person is really going to help us?
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now. Is that blood? No, never mind.
The Kithrak let you through. Go ahead then, Istik.
Your presence here is tolerated. Do not confuse it for being welcome.
The Chakra is expecting you.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geik slave vessel.
Ch'rai. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you. Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
What makes you think we are not? We are talking about the grand design, the restoration of the Illithid Empire. There is nothing of greater importance. But the weapon is the solution. I have heard it directly from Queen Vlaakith herself. It is how we will stop the Mind Flayers before they destroy us all. Hand it over. That is a secret known only to Queen Vlaakith. Its significance is beyond both of our stations. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him. Do not try me. Hand over the artifact or die by my hand. The Zaithis. I hate that you speak the truth. Choose. Your path is mine to follow. Our fate is forged. Mother Gith, guide us.
Your illustrious adventure ends here. Hetazith! Creche, Yillik, with me, to the death!
Don't give it to him. No!
So it is found.
Vlaakith Gorg Shkathzai.
My queen. Shkathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My laser.
Shma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief? No! It is not yours! To own something is to know it. That weapon you carry. The astral prism. It is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken. A blight! They are an agent of the grand design, sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prism prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.